The cost of living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina has changed. We're gonna be going over that. Let's get into it. My name is Ramon.Lomeli. I'm a local realtor and the team leader of the Smart Move Group brokered by eXp Realty here in Winston-Salem, as well as all the surrounding areas. I wanted to mention briefly that over the last few weeks, I've actually had a bunch of you guys actually call, text, email, reach out, which I think is fantastic, and I thank you so much for that. But I did get a call a little while ago, and it kind of blew my mind. The lady said that she didn't want to call me because she thought I'd be too busy to help her, and she didn't even know if the phone number I was giving out in these videos would actually come to me. So I just want to reassure you guys, if you need anything, if you have any questions about the Winston-Salem area, anything at all I can do for you, feel free to reach out. Do not hesitate. I'm always here to help. That's literally why I do these videos. And no, I'm not too busy. And yes, the phone number on the screen right now is my cell phone number. It's right there. If you guys call, text, or email, it's gonna ding right there. So unless I'm asleep or I'm with my family, or if I'm literally in front of a client, I may not answer your phone call, but I will call you back or at least shoot you a text message. And I've noticed some people prefer calling on the phone. Some people prefer text message initially. So whatever works best for you, that's fine. That's the way we'll work. The reason I wanted to make this video is now that we're in 2023, a lot of things have changed, especially when you think about inflation and how prices are being affected right now. Because trust me, things have definitely changed since even a year ago, but I think the last time I made a video like this was over 2 years ago. But if you're moving to the area, I know that can be a scary and daunting task. So I wanted to make this video to make sure that you're making an informed decision for you and your family. So what do we actually consider the cost of living? Well, that's gonna be the cost of gas, groceries, energy, rent, home prices, property taxes, things of that nature. And hopefully this video will give you some beneficial information. But I think you're gonna like what you hear. In fact, if you don't mind, at the end of the video, go to the comment section and leave me a comment if after this video you're still considering Winston-Salem. So according to Sperling's Best Places Cost of Living Index, Winston-Salem is ranked amongst the top 3 metros nationally. This is gonna be for overall value and housing affordability. And that's according to a November 2022 study. And although things have changed a little bit, they haven't changed drastically. Definitely not here in the Winston-Salem area. And according to taxrate.org, North Carolina has one of the lowest median property tax rates in the US. Only 14 states are lower than us. Additionally, the cost of living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina is 14.9, almost 15% below the national average. And by the way, guys, if you're getting any kind of value out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you go down there, hit that like button, leave me a comment, but above all, subscribe. Those kinds of things keep me motivated to keep pumping out these videos for you. Also, in the about section below, I do have that free relocation guide. Feel free to check that out. Let me know what you think. So first we're going to talk about rent, but first I just want to mention that I went online and did all this research. Now the information I gathered is going to be the most up-to-date, the most accurate that I could find. However, I did see a lot of it that was like middle of last year since it was last reported. So because of inflation, or maybe the rates at which rent and home prices are increasing and interest rates are moving, so I just want to kind of give you that disclaimer. But getting back into it, on average, a 2-bedroom apartment or home nationally is going to be about $1,295 per month. According to our local data here in Winston-Salem, that's going to run you about $1,120 per month. So significantly cheaper. That's awesome. But in my experience, I find that most people are actually looking for 3 bedrooms. As of November of last year, the average rent for a 3-bedroom either apartment or home was just over $2,000 nationally. But here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, locally, that came to about $1,594. So about a $400 difference in rent for a 3-bedroom home. That's a big difference. $400 a month can definitely add up. Next, we're gonna talk about groceries, and this is definitely a sore topic for me. So if you see me cry, don't worry, I'll be all right. Having 3 growing kids at the house, they're gonna eat through everything. So this one definitely hits my wallet personally. And once again, that quick disclaimer, this is data, the most recent data that I could find. With inflation, some people say it's going up, it's going down, it's flat. I don't know what's going on with inflation, but I do know the local market. So for the national numbers, take that with a grain of salt, but for the local numbers here, I was literally pulling those directly from my grocery store's website. Quick shout out to Food Lion, that's our grocery store here. They see me probably 3 times a week. That's probably the most common grocery store you see here, by the way, quick side note. So according to the information I found online, the price for a dozen eggs in the nation nationally is gonna be $3.59. I believe that information was of July of last year, so I think they've gone up since then, but I can tell you what today the prices for eggs are in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and that's gonna be $4.88. I think I can buy a chicken for cheaper than that, but that is what a dozen eggs cost as of today. What about a gallon of milk? Well, what I found online was that $4.44 is the national average for a gallon of milk. And so for here locally in Winston-Salem, name brand milk is gonna be about $5.29. But honestly, we get the store brand, which is $3.88. And then a loaf of bread nationally will cost you about $1.85, you know, back in summer of last year, which is the most recent numbers I have. And here locally, brand name loaf of bread is going to be about $3.25. However, you can get the store brand, once again, quite a bit cheaper. Quick reminder, feel free to call me or shoot me a text if you have any questions about this stuff or anything having to do with the Winston-Salem area. In the About section, you're going to see a few links. I'm going to have a link for homes for sale in the area, homes for rent in the area, and I'm also going to have that relocation guide, so check that out. Now we're going to talk about gasoline. The average price for regular unleaded 87 gasoline in the nation is right over $5 nationally. Well, here locally in the Winston-Salem area, as of today, I was just looking at the prices of gas stations, $2.83. So that's significantly cheaper, which is awesome for us. Now we're going to talk about your energy bill. Now the energy bill is going to be another sore topic for me, having 3 kids. Every one of them has every light on in the house, and they can't agree on which thermostat to be at cold and hot, and they just keep, it's just a mess. Now the energy bill is going to vary greatly depending on where you're coming from. Depending on the area you're coming from, you may use electricity to heat and cool your home. You may use oil heat. You may use propane gas or natural gas. Also, water heaters can be gas. Fireplaces can be gas. Stoves or ranges can be gas. But right now we're talking about homes with electric heating and air, let's say. The national average is about $122 per month, which actually seems quite cheap, but that was the best information, most up-to-date information that I could find. Here locally in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the average energy bill is going to be about $189, almost $190. Now mine is actually closer to $250 per month because kids. In North Carolina, property taxes are pretty cheap, so the median property tax for North Carolina is about $1,209. Just want to remind you, if you get a chance, hit the like button, leave me a comment, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. The average price of homes in the last 6 months in Winston-Salem has actually gotten up a little bit. It's right over $300,000, but the national average is $385,000. Now, obviously, $300,000 being the average home price in Winston-Salem, North Carolina seems off to me. It just doesn't feel right because I'm still seeing a lot of homes, even new construction homes, as cheap as $250,000. So I feel like the numbers are skewed because we had a crazy increase in price over the last few years, and right now prices seem to be flattening. But that's the information I was able to get. Now I can guarantee you that if you come here, we're still going to be able to find you a decent house way under $300,000. But even at $300,000, we're still over $85,000 under the national average. And if you're interested with seeing what a $300,000 home in Winston-Salem looks like I said before, check the link below. You'll be able to see everything that's in the market right now. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see in the next video, and I'll see you next time.